going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the ZON coming at you once again. And this video is an update video. One of my collections has grown. It is one of my biggest collections on top of everything else. I remember telling you guys a previous video that I was waiting to receive from Amazon these two new games that I had ordered for the original Wii. And they have arrived. I've played them both quite extensively. And I'm loving them, man. One of them, as I said in the previous video, was a game that I had previously played in its heyday when it first came out on the original Wii, and enjoyed the hell out of it. But it was such a rare game that after I returned it, I think it was through GameFly or something. I should have just bought it, but after I returned it, I couldn't find it in stores anywhere. I mean, I didn't go crazy looking for it, but every time I was at a GameStop or something like that, I was looking for it, and it was never there. And I just never got around to getting it until now. And the other one was a horror survival epic that I never got the chance to play, that I was very interested in from the day it was revealed. Never got the chance to play it, and finally did now that I own it, and must say I'm very impressed. Without further ado, the newest additions to the Wii collection: Victorious Boxers Revolution and Cursed Mountain. Now, I'm just going to speak a little bit in depth about both of these games, but before I do that, I want to draw y'all attention to something that I'm doing on Miiverse. On Miiverse. The wonderful 101 community there, if you go look me up or go look at my posts, I put a post there yesterday in the evening basically stating that we want Wonderful 102. Some of y'all know, if you're keeping up with it, on PlayerEssence.com and other websites, I forgot his name, but one of the main developers for Platinum Games, I can't believe I forgot his name, I think it's Kamiya. He came out and he said that if fans want Wonderful 102 and the original Bayonetta to be released on Wii U, to ask Nintendo and Sega for them. Basically saying that they're open to doing it, they want to do it, but Nintendo needs to make it happen, or Sega needs to make it happen in Bayonetta's case. Now, no disrespect to Bayonetta. I'm very much looking forward to Bayonetta 2, exclusively on Wii U. When that comes out, I will be getting it, and that will be my first entrance into the series, because I never played the original. I know a lot about the original. I've seen a lot of footage, reviews, things of that nature, but never played it myself. No disrespect to Bayonetta, but I played Wonderful 101, and that's a bad game. Though that game is amazing. It needed a sequel. From the moment I beat it, I was like, this is a franchise that has to continue to go for a couple more installments on Nintendo systems. So now that they're actually talking about it, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't expect it to happen because it didn't sell, millions and millions. It sold like maybe close to 1 million or something like that. I don't know, so it's under 1 million. I know that, but they said ask Nintendo for it, so that's what I'm doing. I went on Miiverse and I put a post that said we want Wonderful 102. Everyone who is in agreement, please give this post a yeah. Which, if y'all know anything about Miiverse, that's basically like a like in Facebook, on Facebook. So, and before an hour was done, I had already had 9 yeahs from different Miiverse users, and one of them telling me that this was the most sensible thing he's ever heard, that this game does need a sequel. So please, Wii U owners who love the Wonderful 101 and want a sequel, please go onto the Miiverse community for Wonderful 101. Look my post up and give it a yeah, or at the very least start your own petition on Miiverse to get Wonderful 102. We need to get that game. I did the same thing for Zombie U for a sequel. A couple of people yeah on it, and then it just lost momentum and nobody else went on it. So I said, you know what, I must be the only one that wants that game. But Wonderful 102, I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping there's more of you out there that want to support that. So please check that out. Anyways, now to go in depth about these games. First of all, Victorious Boxers Revolution. As I said, this is a game that I played when it first debuted on the Wii, on the original Wii. I think it was 2007. I'm not really sure if I can find the year here. Yeah, 2007, 2008, around there. Yeah, 2007. And I enjoyed it like you wouldn't believe. Now, Wii Sports has a boxing minigame in there that's very fun to play with someone else, but it's nowhere near deep. It's very shallow. It's very, robotic-like in the movements. It was just giving us an idea of what motion controls we're going to start evolving into on this new system. Fair enough. But then came along a couple different boxing games. Don King had one. That game sucked. I know because I rented it. Couple of other ones. I think there was a Fight Night or something like that on the Wii. whatever. They were from very like lower case decent to like horrible. Then came along this one, and I saw the art style. I saw the art style. I think it was on IGN or GamePro.com or something back then, back in that time, and I was floored by the art style because it was a Japanese anime art style. Everything looked very sketched, very it was very colorful, very anime like. It was animated, but it had this like sketching. It looked like a pencil sketch, every character. So I was very intrigued by that. Decided to rent it through GameFly, and fell in love in the first round of the first fight with the controls for this game. Now, it is not perfect. Okay, keep in mind this is a first year, 2006, 2007 is first year Wii title, and it's heavy on the motion controls. It's very ambitious in that every single punch you do with the Wiimote and Nunchuck, and this was before Motion Plus, registers. So there are crosses, there are hooks, there are uppercuts, there are special punches, there are jabs, there are back leg forward hand jabs. There's everything in there. And it all registers, and it's very fast and furious. This is a game that you will play, and if you play it right, and you really want to be good at it, and you really want to progress in the story and beat the opponents, you will sweat. I'm not talking about a little winded, a little, wow, that was active. No, you will sweat. You will feel sweat, perspiring on your forehead and inside your shirt and all that because you're just there, bam, 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 trying to put combinations together. But it feels so legit. And and then the character design, the graphics, the announce team during the fights is very authentic. It's very live. The atmosphere feels like it's alive, like you're really there in this anime boxing ring, in this anime world where there's a boxing event going on, and it's legit. The fighting is legit. It's no joke, man. It's an awesome boxing game with motion controls, man. So I love it. The story is also engrossing. Games like that have a very Eastern feel to them, a very, Japanese feel, and the art design and the music, and they usually have engrossing stories, man. They're not like us. They're not like the Westerners. They didn't forget that a big part of games is the art of storytelling. And in this game, there's a very engrossing story, a lot of great characters to follow, including the main one, which is the one that you play. It's just great, man. It has a good story. It has a lot of content as far as gameplay wise. It's got a multiplayer mode if I'm not mistaken. Several different control configurations for the motion controls. It's just great, man. I'm loving it, man. And the fact that now that after all these years, and now the Wii is dead, and I'm very heavily into the Wii U and the next gen and all that, to find this all this time later and now own it and have it in my collection. I play this, since I got it. I've been playing it nonstop, sweating my ass off. So this is a great boxing game. The motion controls are spot on. Very good example of an early Wii game that did motion controls right. Next, Cursed Mountain. This was right during that period. I don't know if you guys remember around, let me see, who was it? I don't really see it here. Yeah, but like around 2007, around there, was the same time. Between that span, between 2000 through 2007 through 2009, there was a very heavy influx of horror survival going to the Wii. And it was a part of a big push on the part of Nintendo's console and all these third-party companies coming on board to prove to the rest of the industry and to the stereotype out there that Nintendo is not just a kiddie console, that it can do hardcore, that it can do mature. So there was such great horror survival games as, you got the Resident Evil, the on-rail shooters, the Umbrella Chronicles, but then you got Silent Hill Shattered Memories. You had some really whack ones too, like Bug Island and all that. But there was a very heavy influx of horror survival going to the Wii U. And this was one of them, Cursed Mountain. This one interested me so much because of the design of the game, the world it was set in, the look. It wasn't your typical, we're in a creepy dark mansion or in the sewers or, somewhere dark and constricted. No, we're climbing the Himalayan mountains. We're in a very desolate part of the world, completely forsaken and abandoned on top of a mountaintop in abandoned villages and mountainsides and all that, where what creates the atmosphere is the snow curtains falling and the clouds and the mist and all that. So it was a very different approach to the horror survival genre, and the enemies weren't zombies or creatures or anything. They were ghosts, but they were Buddhist monk ghosts, since it was in that region of the world and that's the predominant faith and religion there and all that. So this interested me very much from the get-go. and I would read about it, and when it was coming out, and just somehow never got to play it. Other stuff started coming out, and I lost, I don't want to say interest, I just lost track and didn't care, anymore. And then all of a sudden now, we had some extra money. I was like, you know what, bro? I wanted to get the boxing game. And I was like, what other Wii game? Because I was playing a lot of Wii. And I was like, man, what other game is there? And then I thought about Cursed Mountain. I was like, you know what? Let me get it. Let me just say that I played through the first maybe hour and a half, 2 hours. Very, very well done, especially the way the game throws you into the action. There's a big intro level where you're going through this abandoned village trying to find out the clues to your brother's whereabouts. That is the story. Your brother went to go climb this sacred mountain in the Himalayas, contracted by this mysterious guy, and then he has disappeared. So you're looking for your brother, and you're convinced that he's alive, but no one can find him, and last time he was seen was climbing the mountain. So then you go and you start investigating, and when you go to investigate, the village at the foot of the mountain is completely abandoned, and there's dead bodies everywhere, and you're being pursued by these ghosts and this and that, and you start to see that's the part of the game that teaches you the controls and the weapon of choice that you'll be using and how to maneuver and all that. The graphics for a Wii title, especially, very spot on, very clean, nice look, big worlds. Very Resident Evil-like in the way the camera gets fixed at certain points in the game. You come in through a door or something, and it's a fixed camera angle. A lot of stuff like that. Same thing as Resident Evil and Eternal Darkness, as far as when you go and you see a painting on the wall and you want to investigate, it'll give you a little caption like, oh, it looks like this and this and this and this and that. But that's how you look for clues. So the atmosphere, like I said, is very well done. Climbing up the side of the mountain to go from village to village and all that, and the way the ghosts appear, the effect that happens when you walk into a certain area that there is a ghost. The color from the screen drains and it becomes very gray and very black and white, and you could hear just like an amplified sound, and there's a ghost around, but you don't know where he's coming from. So then you got to switch to your weapon, which is it's the ice pick that he uses to climb. But there's a special artifact that you find in the first level that gives it this like all-seeing eye power. This is called the third eye. This Ghostbuster-like power that it can actually zap the ghosts, or you can swing at them with the axe. Either way, it's very creepy. It's very, very well done, especially the music and the atmosphere. The way that it gets you, it's always intense. When I'm playing that game, I'm very alert because I'm like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to die. I don't want to get surprised. And when the ghost imagery starts happening and all that, I get very tense, and I'm like, okay, I've gotta be careful. I can't play that game while talking to my wife or with my kids out here because it's very intense. It gets you in there and you need to be alert. So it's a very well done game. I'm glad to own both these games. This will bring my Wii collection up. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. 1, 2. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. My Wii collection is now at 48 titles with the addition of those 2 titles. So there you have it, man. It's my second biggest collection that I own, next to only, of course, the N64. I just figured I'd do this video for you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you want me to review any of these games or any other games that you've seen in my previous collections, please let me know. Leave it in the comment section or send me a PM. Either way. Thank you to all my subscribers. I don't know. I should have written down the name. There's a couple of dudes I've been seeing that have been leaving comments even on my older videos and telling me that they love my content, that I'm enthusiastic about games. One of them, I wish I could remember his name, man, actually told me that he ordered Bully Scholarship Edition for the Wii and Endless Ocean Blue World because of the reviews I made for them and because of the way I talked about them. So I said to him, yo, let me know when you get those games. Let me know what you think. I'm telling you, you're going to love it, man. So thank you to all my subscribers and everybody that watches these videos. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. And please go on Miiverse, go to the Wonderful 101 community and find my post about a Wonderful 102 and give it a yeah or start your own because we need a sequel. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Peace.